Hey y'all, we are back and we have another grant. And this grant opportunity is for $3,750. $3,750 that you don't have to pay back. And we love free money. But this one, y'all, this is the return of our favorite grant, and they have added an extra $1,000. They got so many applicants that they're like, you know what? People need money out there. This application literally takes 30 seconds, and you do not need a business. So you could take this $3,750 to start a business, to grow a business, to strengthen a business, and the money is unrestricted, y'all. So remember though, you gotta be legal. We don't want to be taking his money and doing anything illegal with it, okay? Now with that, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I am Ebony, a licensed attorney out of the state of Missouri, and on this channel, we focus on grants, legal tips, and setting a foundation for your business to get you to generational wealth because yes, money is good, but we want our money to serve generation after generation after generation. If you get anything of value out of this video, and I hope that you do, because it's only going to take you 30 seconds to apply. So hopefully you can support the channel by liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, all of that good stuff. And if for whatever reason you feel like you're not eligible for this grant opportunity, please, pass it on to someone else and give them that opportunity. Check out the small business grant playlist. There are several opportunities listed there. I have no business needed grants. I have no deadline grants. I have global opportunities. So if you are not located in the US, there are opportunities for you to apply for small business grants in wherever you are in the world. So please make sure you check out that list. And y'all, I have launched my second book, and this book is a labor of love. It is 130 pages. It talks about applying for the grant, if you get the grant, if you don't get the grant. And the best thing about this is also resources where you can find some of the grants that I post about on YouTube and sample answers. Now, when you look at them answers, y'all, tweak. Please do not plagiarize, because we don't want your application to get kicked out, because how many people bought the book end up with the same answer, okay? If you would like to support the channel so I can continue to provide these resources free of charge on YouTube, come on over to the Patreon. I'm going to quickly share my screen so we can see what's in there in case you want to join. All right, here's the Patreon. Yes, information is locked. However, once you become a member, the information will be unlocked. I post various grant opportunities in here. I post cohorts, I post articles, I post anything that I think will be helpful for you while you're on your entrepreneurship journey. But we don't want to stay over there too long, because I know we're trying to figure out $3,750, 30 seconds, and I don't need a business. Somebody is not being truthful. Somebody might be, but that somebody is not me, y'all. This is absolutely true. And guess what? Let's say you refer a friend, because that's what we do. Sharing is caring. We put our people on when there's money on the table, right? You refer your friend, you're like, hey girl, hey fella, hey guy, whatever terminology you're going to use. And you say, look, this grant opportunity only took me 30 seconds. I need for you to go ahead and apply. The announcements come out. You don't get the grant, but they got the grant. Guess what? You get the grant too. So whoever you refer, if they get the grant, now they got to get the grant, you also would get $3,750. So if you refer 50 people, that's potentially 50 opportunities for you to also walk away with $3,750 of free money. Before we get into this grant, leave me a comment. Let me know where you're watching from, because I am pulling from the comments. And if you looked at my previous grant videos, and I post every Thursday. So next Thursday, I am literally filling out a grant application based off of whatever comment somebody puts in the description, not the description, based off of whatever comment that somebody places, and they tell me what type of business they have. I do a grant, and that's free because it's on YouTube. So you ain't got to worry about booking a consultation for that. So please make sure you leave in a comment if you would like to potentially get the opportunity for me to not apply, but to fill out a grant application for you. Before we do this, I thought this would be a great opportunity also for me to address common questions. I've started doing this in the videos because I do understand that, right now everybody might not be able to book a consultation. So why not give you some extra sprinkle on top, with the grants, and then answer some of the commonly asked questions. So the first question that I get is, do you have a grant for this type of business? If you see right here, the question that I got was, do you have grants for nail techs? If I am posting a grant opportunity, and not just myself, if you're searching for grants on your own and you find a grant opportunity and it is not earmarked for a specific industry, I need for you to apply for that small business grant opportunity. Today's video is an awesome example of what I am speaking about. This small business grant opportunity is not earmarked for a specific industry at all. So no matter what type of business you have, you can be a nail tech, you can be a mobile notary, you can be a hauling company, you can be an attorney. Whatever business you have, you are potentially eligible to apply for this small business grant opportunity as long as you meet the other eligibility requirements. So please do not limit yourself to money, because they do not specifically say that this grant is for your industry. If they don't say that and you meet the 18 years or older, in the US, been in business for a year, or don't have a business at all, making less than $1 million, if you're meeting like tick, boom, apply, because you have met the eligibility requirements and it is not restricted to an industry type. Second, commonly asked questions that I get is, what are the key components to a successful grant application? Now, I'm going to pull out 3 of the top things that I think are important when applying for small business grant opportunities. The first thing is a compelling narrative, y'all. You have to be able to tell a story that evokes some type of emotion with that grantor, because what you want to do is you want to prevent yourself from looking like just another applicant. You need to humanize yourself to the grantor, so then they can say, this individual, I want to ensure gets access to these grant funds. The second thing that I think is important is get to the point. Be concise. They are reading thousands of applications, and I know we want to tell them everything. I want to make sure they don't, miss something to make sure that I get this opportunity. No, they need you to get to the point. But again, you strategically have to get to that point. You want to make sure that you are hitting key characteristics of yourself and your business that is going to then assist that grantor with making an informed decision when deciding to grant you this free money, so that you will be able to, start a business or continue to grow your business, whatever it is that you are looking to do. And the third one, which again, if you've been watching my videos, you need to tell them about your impact on community, because again, they want to see that the money that they are giving to you is being spread out. Now, the next question that I get, and I'm actually going to do 4 questions. I know I said I was going to do 3, but I just thought about a 4th one that I think is incredibly important. And that third one, which was the 4th one, but here we are, is, do I got to pay that grant money? No, but there's a caveat. And I mentioned this briefly in most of my videos, is that if you use the funds for an illegal purpose, they're going to want their money back, right? Because they don't want to be associated with criminal activity. But then also, if they do want you to earmark the funds for an intended purpose, and then you don't do that, because they will do checkpoints and you'll have to do reporting requirements and those types of things. So yes, the grant is free if you use it in alignment with the requirements for which they are giving you that money. And I also want to add, yes, the money is free, but you gotta pay taxes. So if you get $10,000, or let's talk about this grant opportunity, if you get $3,750 and you go spend $3,750 and you have not set aside a percentage for Mr. Uncle Sam, who we know I don't work for nothing, but he always got his hand out for our money, you could potentially lose your business, right? Because you would then have back taxes, which is going to prevent you from getting funding. So please make sure you're earmarking a percentage of any money that you get from a grantor for your taxes, and do not use the money for which you were not allowed to use it for, because then yes, you will have to pay the money back and it's no longer free money. And the last question that I always get, well, I won't say always, but 80%. If I work with you, can you guarantee a grant? No. Okay. And I think that is an amazing question to ask in order to weed out the scammers. Because if someone says to you, guaranteed grant, guaranteed approval, run, right? Because what that says is there's some type of fraud happening. And if a grantor, so the only person that can guarantee a grant is a grantor. And I keep the same analysis. If a grantor says that he or she is going to guarantee that you get a grant, there's some type of fraud happening behind the scenes. Because again, the grantor, they are getting these funds from somewhere where they have to earmark it for something, and then they are being monitored on their disbursement of those funds. And if they are dispersing them without following the requirements of how to disperse, they'll be in trouble as well. So those are the questions, but let's quickly recap this grant before we get into this 30-second application to get $3,750. Okay, listen. $3,750 small business grant opportunity. You don't even need a business to apply. 30-second application. And if you refer a friend who gets the money, you get the money too. So now with all of that, let's look at this grant. All right, y'all. It is the return of our favorite grant that has now decided to give us an extra $1,000, and that is Galaxy Grants. And as I've said in all of my grant videos, if you are not eligible for any grant opportunity, please make sure that you share these opportunities with someone else who could potentially utilize the funds for their business. And our little 30-second application, y'all, you need to give them your email, whatever that is, first name, last name, zip code, your gender, and then your ethnicity. You're going to select one, and then your business status. As I said at the top of the video, you want to start a business, so you don't even need a business, or you currently have a business. And then who are you referred by? You can put my name, my YouTube channel, or, if you have a friend, and I know folks are going to be like, hey girl, hey, or hey son, like however you want to do it to, increase your odds of winning. I definitely get it. And then make sure that you read their terms and conditions and agree to that. But then also, I highly recommend that you peruse their website. There are several resources for individuals that are looking to start a business or individuals that otherwise already have a business. And then once you do all of that and you figure out who you're going to refer, you're going to enter and wait to get an email from them to see if you were selected for the small business grant opportunity. And then you're going to come back to my comment section and you're going to tell me that you got the money, and then we're going to celebrate and we're going to be ecstatic because we got money. So hopefully you got some value out of this video. If you did, support me for free, y'all. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Get the ebook, get the workbook, go to the Patreon. But I am forever grateful. I am at 33,000 subscribers, which is mind blowing for myself because I didn't even know that, technology when I first got onto YouTube. But I am just grateful, and I want to thank you. I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to spend with me virtually. I want to thank you for supporting the channel. And wherever you are in the world, I hope that you are having a beautiful day, and I will see you all next time.